Hello everyone and welcome to today's stream. Today we're going to talk about everything to do with the Hollywood First-Time Filmmaker Showcase. If you're taking part and you're watching this live, please do comment in the chat room and I will do my best to answer any questions that you may have or share any of the films that you have been watching throughout the festival so far. Great. So unfortunately, we are not in Hollywood. We are sitting here at Pinewood Studios in the UK as we were unable to get out to the States to host this festival. But that does not mean that we're not doing everything in our power to make this as great as it would have been. So let's recap some of the dates. So the festival launched on Monday and it will be running until Monday the 27th of September at 10 p.m. BST. So you have up until then to cast your votes. And for the next round, we'll have 2 jury selections and 2 audience choices from each of the programs going through to the next round, which will be where the official Liftoff judges sit down and rate all of the 8 films and go a lot more in depth and then choose an overall winner, who will then screen with us in Los Angeles in 2022 at Raleigh Studios. There are other prizes also up for grabs, including the Audience Choice Award, where we'll be inviting a handful of filmmakers to join us on our YouTube channel. And we do this for all of our city-based festivals, and I absolutely love it. But basically what we do is we invite those filmmakers to join us on the YouTube stream. We screen their films muted in the background as we discuss how the project was made, what the filmmaker's now working on, and some of the things that they learned along their journey. I absolutely love them, and they also get a lot of views and participation with the audience watching and asking questions for our filmmakers. You may see in the little corner here we have the Liftoff Trophy. Here it is. So the Liftoff Trophy, there are 14 nominations up for grabs, and there will be 14 winners in each of those categories who will pick up one of these trophies. How this works is after each of our showcases and festivals, we sit down and we nominate a handful of filmmakers in various categories across the board, from acting to best short film to best director, cinematography, art direction, you name it, we have it. There's 14 categories. They are then nominated and invited to take part in the event that takes place here at Pinewood Studios. We roll out the red carpet and we get the champagne flowing and have a celebration of the best films that came through the Liftoff network that year. So there will be a couple of nominations going there as well. And then all of those 8 finalists will be getting an intermediate membership to the Liftoff Members Network, where then they can stay active within the hub. So just talking about the hub, actually, you should all have been invited to join us in the Liftoff hub to follow everything that is going on with the showcase and to have the option to take part in the focus group. I'm just going to show you what the hub looks like. I can see that quite a few of you are watching now, so if you do want to drop us a message or have any questions, feel free to put it in there. Okay, so this is what the Liftoff Network Hub looks like. This is a homepage where we post everything. Our members post in here as well. You can ask questions. You can find out a little bit more about what is going on. Then you have Discovery on the side here. So here you can find little featured articles and little industry hints and tips that we've been posting since we've been up. And when we're back to live events, they will be coming here as well. So we can have a look at our members. So here you can see everyone who is in the hub, and another little feature is this one here. It says near you, and all of these filmmakers are based currently close to Pinewood in London, I guess, and it also does that geo tracking, so wherever you are in the world it will come up with filmmakers who are close to you as well. And the best feature I personally think is that you can let's click on Adam, for example. You can click on Adam and you can say hello. So what you can do is start a conversation. So if there is a particular film that you absolutely loved during the Hollywood First-Time Filmmaker Showcase, then you can contact them directly on here, start a conversation, maybe go and grab a coffee and start networking. As this festival is online, it is important that you use the benefits of this hub to make it as much of a live experience as possible, meeting as many filmmakers as possible and connecting. Okay, cool. And then finally, I just want to take you over to the groups where we have the Hollywood First-Time Filmmaker Focus Group. This event will be taking place next week, I believe, with Claire. And it's a chance for you to jump on a call and talk about everything to do with your project, where you are in your career and what it is that you're looking to achieve from this industry. And there'll be lots of hints and tips from the Liftoff team as well. Rupert, just sit down. There we go. Got a little wiggly monkey on my lap today. Okay, so back to here. So let's get back in it. Let's get back in it. So this today is a launch stream, but it is also the first roundup that we are doing. So every week we will be announcing the films that are currently in the lead for each of the programs. So let's start with page 1. Like I've said, if you have any questions at all throughout the stream, put it in here. And if you've seen some of the films that I'm about to mention, please let us know. It's exciting to know your thoughts on the films. So there are quite a few films that I'll be mentioning here in page 1, because they are all on the same vote. So it's just fair that I announce those here today. So the first film that I will be announcing is a Quark's Looking Glass, and this is directed by Adam Loxley from the UK. Now this follows the story of a complicated teenager who stumbles into Forgotten Hollow and encounters a strange hermit with truth growing on his shoulders, who offers insights and a otherworldly therapy session. So yes, well done Adam for getting so many votes in for the first couple of days that the festival has been running. Adam has left a statement, and it says that he is a first-time director and he is very much leaning on the fantasy genre that he loves so much. He says that I grew up watching fantasy films of the 80s where directors created rich fantasy worlds filled with equal measures of darkness and humour. And he is attempting to capture the same feeling whilst adding a more modern twist. So if that sounds like something that you'd like to watch, go ahead and watch A Quark's Looking Glass there. So that film is currently on 3 votes. Moving on to the next film, we have Backhand Stroke, directed by Marcos Altuve from Spain. And this follows Monica, a young tennis player who has been selected to represent Spain in an important world tournament. But her life changes completely when cancer is detected. Ruben, an old friend, will be the one who will remind her how to get ahead. Wow. Okay, cool. So, moving on to the next film, we have Between Us by Rue. We have Between Us, directed by Antonio Mendes from the UK as well. And this film follows the story of when his estranged father is released from prison after a 4-year sentence. 15-year-old Jack will have to deal with his feelings of resentment and adapt to changes his father will return when he comes back. And Antonio graduated from the Middlesex University in London, where he completed his first film as a director, which is called Between Us. In his work, Antonio is interested in exploring human emotion through the psychology of his characters and their behaviour when facing the struggles of the human condition. Wow. Okay, so the next film that we're mentioning here is also on 3 votes. All of these films that I'm mentioning in this first page are on 3 votes, and that is Lonely, directed by Gilberto Pistachio from Venezuela. So this film follows the arrival of a virus that came to show how vulnerable we are, especially when we are alone. An unforeseen circumstance that brought desolation in the hearts of those who wish their past life and face the uncertainty of the future. Okay, so moving on to the next film, we have Vimoko e the Kenya, Spirits of the Navel of the World. And this is directed by Waitia Ike and Marcelo Varas from Austria. So we're getting films here from all around the world, which is great. So this follows the story of In Rapuni, the navel of the world, Patu tells the story of how they went hunting with his brother Heru for the two women's spirits called Viko Moko and Viko Kenya. So this is an animation. So again, we've got lots of different genres in these 2 weeks. So do stay tuned. Okay, so we are moving on now to page 2. And this first film is currently on 9 votes. So it is well in the lead. So well done to Chase Talley with his film Goodbye to Yesterday. And this is from the States, specifically from the Hollywood area. So it's great to have such a local filmmaker involved in this showcase. So in 1995, 13 years after his hometown brutal massacre, Clayton Tegu returns to Granville, Pennsylvania, where he must decide the fate of the man who murdered his father, Billy. Chase has also left a statement which says, Goodbye to Yesterday at its core is a story of finding beauty in a world that is overwhelmingly bleak. In the story of good persevering in the face of unrelenting evil, holding out hope in the dark. Wow. Okay, and the final film that we'll be mentioning today in this first roundup is Chill Girl, which is currently on 4 votes, and it is directed by Alia Brunt, also from the USA. So we're ending there on 2 films from America. Okay, and this story follows a nonchalant high schooler who struggles to maintain her chill when things are anything but. Okay, perfect. So well done there to all our filmmakers who were mentioned in this first roundup, and thank you for joining me on the stream today. As we end the stream, I just wanted to share a little clip from one of the winners from the Toronto Liftoff Film Festival, Laurent Pitt, who picked up a screening in Toronto with his film, Give Time, and here it is.
Hi Liftoff, I'm Val Mervis.
And I'm Laurent Pitt.
And we're the creators of Give Time.
Thank you so much for the Best Short Film Award. The inspiration behind the film
Was from an actual moment between the two of us. I was having a rough day and Laurent decided to make a promise with me. And the promise appears in the film.
As a recording in the film, these are the true words that we said.
The moment in the bed between the two of us was inspired by that moment in the restaurant. If the person that shows you so much love in your life is no longer around, can you still feel all those promises you made to yourself?
So what we're currently working on is actually another short film, this time merging science fiction and fantasy.
And that's all we can say.
Currently being developed into a television series.
We know no more.
Where can you see our film next? The Ontario International Film Festival,
Woo!
happening in October 2021, all online. Woo!
No,
Nature!
Don't rip nature.
Rip nature!
No.
Kiss for the camera. Love you guys. Thank you so much.
And there we have it. Give Time will be screening in Toronto, and we are very much looking forward to sharing that with the world. Thank you for joining us on today's stream, and Claire will be back here next Thursday for the second roundup. Thank you so much. Have a lovely, lovely Thursday and Friday and the weekend. Bye-bye.